I realized the other day that when I'm doing my episodes for my channel, I so often show, deep fried or fried or, sugary desserts or otherwise not extremely healthy food. And the reality is that, as I've said before, I actually consume a lot of fruits and vegetables. And I do eat meat, but not very much, not as much as I used to. And I just thought, I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I did think I would show. Can you get the maple syrup for me?
Yes,
okay, thanks. So this kind of, I think for me, this looks very yummy. And this is a pandemic smoothie, because we have here at the bottom some lactose-free yogurt. We have four berry mixture, so raspberry, blackberry, blueberry, and what is it? Blackberry, strawberry. And then we had some kiwis, and we put some of them in, and we have some cucumber. So there's no rhyme or reason to any of this. And the camera person's going to put just a wee bit of, yes, that's fine, it's perfect. So to sweeten it, instead of honey, we are putting some maple syrup, and I think the camera person is consuming the rest of the maple syrup. No? Okay, good. Please save some for pancakes.
Yes.
So anyways, do you think you can help out by just putting a bit of water, and then I will blast this?
Okay, a little bit, sure.
So you might want to plug it in, put the water in first, and then plug it in.
No, I'll plug it in
okay.
first, then I'll do the water, sweetie pie.
Thank you. Is that enough? Okay. So I'm going to, I can't even remember how to do this.
Here,
yeah. Okay, there you go. Oh, does that ever look good? It's beautiful. Done. So there you go, guys. A very, very delicious smoothie. And the next one we make is going to have different things.
Super healthy.
Oh, it's super healthy because we have 3 kiwis in here. And I hear that the golden kiwi is higher potassium than bananas. So that's pretty good. Okay, talk to you very soon. And we are now going to enjoy this beautiful smoothie. So today is a very cold winter blizzardy day. It's a winter day and it's a blizzard outside. It's very, very cold. And I think on a day like that, there are a few things that beat a nice pot, a nice big pot. This is my sort of Dutch oven here, full of chili. And this is a recipe that I've actually never made chili before. If I have, it's been such a long time that I actually forget. And I used to love Wendy's chili. And I, as an undergrad and even as a graduate student, I used to go and get. So here we are. So as I was saying, I used to love to get a Wendy's chili for years and years and years, and it was just so comforting. And I love hot sauce. I would put like 3 or 4 hot sauces in it, which is probably not the best thing to do, but I loved it. And I would have a chocolate smoothie. Not smoothie, chocolate frosty with that. And it was so good. And I thought, why not try to make it at home, especially given the Wendy's that we used to have here is no longer open. So there you go. This is the chili. I did it for 2 hours on slow or low heat, and it is really to die for. I have a bowl here, and this is my second bowl, I think. And you can see
it is delicious.
Thank you. I didn't bother with the tomatoes cutting it up, but it tastes just as good this way. And you can see there's pinto beans. I think these are kidney beans, actually. I didn't have the other kind, and it's fine. So as I was saying, there was just very few things in the world more cozy and hearty than a nice bowl of chili and a chocolate frosty. And so I went on the internet and I found I found actually 3 copycat versions of Wendy's chili. My camera person was a bit skeptical. I thought I will give it a try. And as I was showing in this bowl, I didn't bother doing it really, really perfectly.
And
I didn't bother.
Like Wendy's.
Thank you. And I didn't bother, like cutting up the tomatoes the way you're supposed to, and this and that. But what I like about this is you have big chunks of meat. You can do it any way you like. And because I'm on a low sodium diet, I was able to get rid of a lot of the salt. So the camera person assures me it is delicious. And
it tastes exactly like Wendy's.
Thank you.
It's so delicious.
Thank you. And because he's got, he has to be careful about the heat he has. I didn't put very much heat in this, and I just add chili sauce to my bowl. And so I get to have spicy, and he has it a little less spicy. And the seasoning is so easy.
To die for.
Thank you. It's cumin seeds, paprika, garlic powder, and black pepper. And I didn't even add salt because the beans had so much salt in them, even after rinsing. And it is really, really good. So I would recommend this, and I will post the, look at that. And I will post the recipe in the description box. So I am going to dig in. Yum. Okay, so I'm back with my chili, which you can see from here it has significantly reduced, meaning we have been, nibbling at it, and it's still very, very delicious. But this is the next day, and I'm not getting completely tired of chili, but I just wanted to have a bit of a variety. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is, I think, a somewhat clever idea. And I call it pandemic chili hot dog. So basically what that means, pandemic cooking, is you do what you can with what you have. So whether or not people laugh at me, that's fine. I don't have hot dog buns. I am not able to go out just to get hot dog buns. I do have hamburger buns. And so what I've done is I've put some mustard on this one, and I put a lot of chili sauce on this one. I have some hot dogs that I have prepared. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this hot dog here. I'm doing my own camera work, so it's a little tricky as usual. My camera person is taking a bit of a break. He's right here. But he said, "You do such a good job, sweetheart." What were you doing? Were you trying to help?
I was trying to help, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, now it's kind of too late. I figure... Okay, so I was just pouring some of this beautiful chili, and you can see with the close-up of the chili in between the 2 wieners. And I'm going to take this bun, this is hamburger bun, and I'm just going to top it off and Just flip it over, and there you go. You have a delicious, I made another one in the background, chili hot dog with hamburger buns, and I think they taste wonderful. I've already started on this one. So there you go, a beautiful, unusual supper made with leftovers, and I do call this a pandemic chili hot dog. Anyways, hope you try it, and thanks for watching, and I'm going to dig in now. Looks so good. So I'm back. Here is the drawer lined up. I didn't really have to cut. I just slightly folded one end. They're obviously for a standard sized drawer. And here is one set of the beautiful dishes. And I'm just going to repeat with the rest of them. And there you go. A very nice way, I think, to begin the new year is just sort of kind of like spring cleaning and reorganizing and all that. Anyways, there you go. I will finish these and move on to something else, but I thought I would share. So here I have a very interesting idea. I don't know that most people would even have the time to think of these things. Certainly I never really had until the pandemic. So I have my good china out, and what am I doing with this empty drawer in the kitchen and the good china? I found this beautiful, it's called Sheets for Roses scented drawer liners, and I suppose this is for a chest of drawer. Clearly they smell very pretty, but it's not an overwhelming smell. And what I thought I would do, not for everything, but for some of the drawers where I have my special things, is line the drawers with this beautiful paper. And I don't know, I'm so excited about the thought, because it will obviously keep the drawers fairly tidy and pretty. And it's just a wonderful thing. Maybe I'm just getting to be middle-aged and very bored with things during the pandemic, but I am very excited about this beautiful paper. Look at the beautiful roses and the butterflies, all the different types of butterflies. And I got this a long time ago, actually, and I didn't even know. I just, what to do with it. I just thought, oh, this is just very pretty paper. So there you go. It's a wonderful thing, wonderful way to improve your home when you have not lots of time, but more time, and more time indoors in your home. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Okay, so everyone, I found another tapestry, and I love this one. I usually don't do, or I haven't done for years and years and years, any animal, bird ones, fish, but I found this one that I had forgotten about, and it's, as you can see, it's a beautiful bird in sort of a foresty setting. And this is also an unboxing. And this time, before I forget, I wanted to show you, this is a turtle. It's called Turtle Dove, and it's by Anchor. So what you see here, these are the numbers in Anchor code for what colors you need. But sometimes it is fun just getting the colors yourself. You don't have to do this, but it is recommended. So I have some black. I have 4 different shades. It's hard to see, but these are 4 different shades of green, and I have yellow. And obviously I need more, but I'm just going to start with this. Just close it. Okay, so we're just going to continue. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to put this to the side. And yet again, I'm going to I'm going to use my scissors here. And I'm going to unbox, so to speak, which is basically take this out of the wrapper. And Scooby's getting all excited. So today I'm going to start with the black, because what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting a piece of the black. As I did before, I'm doing a French knot. So you basically wind it around your finger, and you just make a knot so that it doesn't unravel from the back. And then I'm taking my embroidery, this is called a darning needle or embroidery needle. It's got a very big eye, and I'm just taking my black thread, or embroidery floss I should say, and I basically just I just put it through, and I'm just going here, and it's hard to see this, but basically I'm just doing a diagonal stitch, and I've got it through here, and I'm just going in this direction. And when they're new, they're a little hard. It's kind of like new shoes. And so basically I just continue doing this. And as I said before in my former video on doing these petit points, it's basically, conceptually, it's the same idea as paint by numbers. So you have your embroidery floss, and you're basically painting this picture with your floss. And for people who have done it, it is a lot of fun. It is very relaxing. And for people who have not done it, I can promise you, if you like crafts, you are probably going to very much enjoy this. So I will be back in the next few weeks and show you how this progresses. Thanks. So now that I've shown you guys the bird tapestry, or petit point, I guess that's a technical term for it, name for it. I just wanted to show you, and it's upside down, but I'm working away at the other one that I'd shown a few episodes before, and doing this close up, I think you can see this is daylight. The work that I put into it, I'm of course going to show this needle point right side up. This is upside down, and I was just working on this purple part here. And sorry, I was working on that, and I was also working on this green part here. Because it's my nature, I love color. So I just love to, I have trouble focusing. I love to basically do a little bit of everything. That's because that's just the way I am. So here we are. I've got the tapestry. Scooby is keeping me company, and I am in bed doing this. So here we go. Here is the tapestry right side up, and you can see the trees, the sky, the sunset, the house I haven't touched yet, but some of the flowers, the canoe, the flowers, and I've started a little bit on the brown of the tree, as you can see. So that's pretty much it. And as I had mentioned, I am having a lot of fun with this. And I've been working on this for maybe a week and a half, I would say. And I have so much more to go. But it is really relaxing, and it's really fun for me, at least. And I know I have a few friends who have done this kind of thing in the past. And a lot of the fun part of this, I think, is just, finding the different colors that match, and then just, sort of losing yourself in this kind of a project. And especially during a pandemic, when we're spending a lot of time alone, not necessarily alone, but indoors, I think it's a wonderful project. So I will show you how this progresses as the weeks go by, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please like and subscribe, and wishing you a wonderful day, and stay blessed, and stay well, and stay safe. Bye for now.